But there is no bigger moment that changed my life than probably stumbling upon the Theodore Roosevelt quote.
Let's hear it.
It's not the critic who counts. It's not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done it differently. The credit belongs to the person who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred with sweat and dust and blood, who strives valiantly, who comes up short again and again and again, who in the end may know the triumph of high achievement, and who, when he fails, he does so daring greatly. That's when I learned that if you're going to be brave, you're going to fall.
What is the one piece of wisdom that you have gained that you wish to pass on?
That vulnerability is the best measure of courage.
Every mistake, every bad break, every no, every rejection in an industry that when I was 19 years old was quick to tell me there was no place for me. And to all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see.
Every time I would like pay my rent, my account would go back down to like $20 or like $40. Whew. And I was like, bitch, it's real. And that because like my aesthetic was always just like, I've always wanted to be a rich bitch. Mm-hmm. Like ever since I was a kid, that's what I aspired to be. Yeah. I like the diamonds, the furs. I love the boss bitches out there, so shout out to them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is not what we planned, friend. Yeah. So I look myself in the mirror. That's why in Icy Girl, I say, look it in the mirror. I thank God for what I'm about to be. Like, I was broke as fuck when I wrote that. And I was like, we have to give yourself a deadline. And I always tell people who I give advice to, give yourself a deadline, because if you do that, you're able to keep track of like what you're doing. So I gave myself a year to make it in LA. And if I didn't make it, I was going to go home and at least be comfortable and stack my money up and move back to LA. On my 9th month, I got discovered.
Mm-hmm. What you're not changing, you're choosing.
What you're not changing, you're choosing.
You got something in
That's
your
kind
life
of
you complaining about and you're not changing it. Could be your relationships, your body, your health, your job. You're choosing it.
You're choosing it. That's true.
Well, you know, it's not new success. Mm-hmm. Like what you're seeing is the result of 15 years of just boring, grueling, daily reps. Mm-hmm. Like that's what nobody like wants to understand, is that you can be successful, you can achieve anything you want. You just have to be patient. You have to get up out of bed every single day and put one foot in front of the other. You got to be willing to do the things you don't feel like doing in the dark when nobody's watching and when you think that it's not going to happen for you. That is what it's about. It's about just consistent small moves, being patient. I mean, there were so many times where I was just like, am I ever going to get out of debt? Wow. Is anyone ever going to notice? And it's so easy to look around at what everybody else is doing and think that you're losing some race in life. The real game is with yourself. Right. Can you keep going?
Appreciate this chapter of your life because you're never going to get it back. You're never going to live this moment, this time, this season of your life ever again. And I know what you're thinking. I don't want to. I want this season of my life to just be done. Lord, the quicker you can move it, but why? Think about the God that we serve. Why would God ever allow us to experience something that he wasn't going to use for our good, that he wasn't going to use for our character development? You're at where you're at right now for a reason. And I need you to stop trying to rush out of what God is trying to do in your life now. Because this version of you, these experience, this pain that you can't stand is what's going to make room for you to become all that you're called to be. So instead of wishing that you were out of this season, God, what do you want me to learn from this season? Where do you have me at? Why do you have me at where I'm at right now? What are you trying to get me to see? What am I so focused on that I'm blinding myself from what you're actually trying to do in my life? You are never going to get this season of your life back. You're never going to be at where you're at right now again. So instead of wishing that it would go away, instead of wishing that God was doing something different, thank God no matter if it makes sense or not. Thank God for what he's doing right now. Let gratitude lead you into becoming all that he's called you to be. The goodness of the God that we serve will allow you to take that test over and over and over again, and you wonder why the last 3 years of your life have looked the exact same. God, what do you want me to learn?